The Pirates righted the ship a week ago at Allen Hancock as they rolled up nearly 600 yards of total offense and committed 0 turnovers, but they needed every bit of good play they could muster as they just slipped past the Bulldogs 32-28. Tonight, they renew a conference rivalry with an opponent they haven't seen in a few years. A year ago, the Santa Barbara City College Vaqueros were the odd team out in a 3-way race for an American Conference championship. The 10-1 Vaqueros missed out on a chance to play for the championship and instead earned a victory in the Beach Bowl as Citrus and Mount San Jacinto vied for the title. But the outstanding season did bring a promotion to the National North, and thus far they have acquitted themselves well, entering tonight with a record of 2-2. The Pirates will look to continue their strong play and end a rare 2-game home losing streak, while the Vaqueros look to bounce back after a conference opening loss to College of the Canyons last week. Pirate football on the VC Sports Network is next.
Santa Barbara.
Santa Barbara won the toss and deferred, so the Pirates will have it first to get things started. The Vaqueros in the road white jerseys, and the Pirates in the home black jerseys looking to get themselves back on track here at home. They are 0-2 here at the VC Sportsplex so far this season, with losses to Mount San Antonio College and Cerritos, but the non-conference schedule is in the rear view window, and now it's conference play, and the Pirates did get going with a win a week ago at Allen Hancock. Aragon's going to bring it out from about 3 yards deep, and he takes a big hit, and about the 15, falls forward to the 16-yard line. That's where the Pirates will get started with their opening drive. Jack Myers with the stop. They'll spot it at the 16. And Chris Irvin will lead the offense onto the field for the Pirates. Irvin coming off a monster performance a week ago. We talked about the nearly 600 yards of total offense for the Pirates. And he was 34 of 41 for 307 yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. And you can't do it a whole lot better than that. In fact, Daniel Duran, the other quarterback in the picture for the Pirates, was nursing an injury to his non-throwing wrist. And the plan was for Duran to see some action in the game. But Steve Mushagian shared that Chris Irvin was playing so well in a game that the Pirates were trailing for much of the afternoon. The feeling was they wanted to stay with the hot hand, and Irvin indeed brought it home with a fourth quarter comeback. Swings it out to Thompson. Thompson able to slip out of one tackle, makes a great move at the 25. Let's see if he stepped out of bounds, and it looks like he did. Back at the 25, we do have our first flag of the game. Our referee tonight is Bob Yoakum. So holding against the Pirates. So the good work by Thompson will come back to a large degree. And the Pirates will go back to work facing a second and long. Santa Barbara moving up to the National North. They're 2-2 on the young season, coming off a loss last week at home against College of the Canyons in their conference opener. They dropped that one 24-14, but so far Santa Barbara with the 500 record acquitting themselves well, but also very competitive. You go back to week 1, their opening game moving back up to the National Conference was at Fullerton. Just about as tough an assignment as you can have, and they hung around, ultimately falling 27-14. But that's a solid performance against one of the top few teams in the SCFA, to be sure, in Fullerton College. Overall, Santa Barbara 2-2, but looking to get a conference win here tonight to get themselves back to 1-1. Sweeping to the near side, Thompson on the carry, good yardage. Following right tackle, Donald Dixon. Dixon with a good push. Let me correct that. That move, that run to the right was behind Lemus, but Dixon, again, pulling on the play. And the Pirate front five doing a good job creating room for Thompson, and the Pirates pick up a first down. So 1st and 10, pistol formation for Irvin. They'll keep it on the ground. And good running room once again. Good for a first down as Lamont James gets his first carry and picks up 10 yards. That time it was the left side of that offensive line with a good push against that 3-man front for the Vaqueros. Run on the right side and not much doing. Keenan Stokes getting there quickly. James on the carry. Grant Hessler in on the stop, and talking to Coach Maripolis for Santa Barbara, and talked about Grant Hessler really leading the way all conference a season ago as a freshman for that defensive front three. And there quickly with the stop on James. 2nd down and 9. Good time for Irvin going deep. Has Aragon, who makes the catch inside the 10. And he actually finds Tyler Woodworth. But this starts with great protection up front. Woodworth getting into the act. Pirates without Jeron Glenn, Irvin, bad snap running to the left and just has to get what he can. Stokes quickly there Let's go back to the protection. And apologies. A little technical problem there. We don't have the completion to Woodward. But Irvin had all kinds of time and found Woodward to get the Pirates quickly into the red zone here on the opening drive. 2nd down and 12. Irvin stepping up, throws left, and overshoots his target. Again, mentioning that they're without Jerron Glenn, who will be out for a few weeks. Josh Washington, the intended target. And now the Pirates face a 3rd and long. The Pirates on the season converting at 43% on 3rd down. But they face a 3rd and goal from the 12. Irvin with time, looking right, throws inside the 5, but shy of the goal line. That time he does find Aragon. Down to the 3. McCoy with the stop for Santa Barbara, and it's a 4th down and 3, and no movement to the field goal unit yet. The Pirates are 7 of 14 on 4th down on the season, so they've been aggressive about going for it. Facing a 4th and goal, they're going to line up to go for it here. 3 wide receivers to the left. Snap to Irvin. 4-man rush. Irvin, good protection again. Fires it into the end zone for the touchdown. Finds Caleb Alvery. And watch here again as Irvin has a very tight window, but you have the decided sense as you watch Irvin gun this ball in that he is gaining in confidence. That is a throw that maybe he doesn't make a couple of weeks ago. But zeroes in on Alvarez. We'll watch one more time. Bring you down to field level. And he needs every bit of his strong arm to get this one in, and Alvarez makes the catch. The Pirates roll the dice on 4th down. They go 84 yards in just under 4 minutes to take a 7-0 lead. Irvin on the drive, 4 of 5 for 68 yards and the touchdown. And the Pirates picking up right where they left off, and that is a welcome sight, both on that Pirate sideline and for Pirate fans. It was a rough first 3 weeks. The Pirates going 1-2. Running into a buzzsaw in Mount San Antonio College in week 2, and then maybe a little hangover against a very tough Cerritos team. That was a back-and-forth game, but 2 losses in a row at home. Certainly a rarity for the Pirates. They were 1-2, and they were down 9 points late against Allen Hancock a week ago. Very much looking like they might go 1-3 and drop 3 in a row, but a great fourth-quarter comeback. And now they come here and get off to a quick start. And maybe this Pirate team starting to gel, which has been the hope from the outset for the Pirates and their coaching staff. A lot of talent being brought in, a lot of new faces with this team, and the concern has always been how will this team gel, how will they come together, and where will this team be at the end of the year. So some growing pains early, but a 7-0 lead early going here in the first quarter. First look at the Santa Barbara offense, and we'll see Will Doherty. Doherty pressed into action with the injury to quarterback Sean Smith in the spring. And Smith is working his way back into the fold. But right now, still a 2-quarterback situation for Santa Barbara. And Craig Maripolis making the point that they've been pleased with both of them, and that Will Doherty has done an excellent job coming in, leading this offense. And that as they get Smith back, they continue to have confidence in both their quarterbacks. On the ground, Woolsey on the carry. Picks his way forward for a couple of yards. Leaves a 3rd down and 1. Gillespie on the stop for Ventura. Woolsey coming off a big performance in the loss to Canyons last week, 147 yards on 20 carries. Woolsey taking over as the lead back with the injury to Prince Burton, who's out for the year. But Woolsey, a hard runner, and very tough, smart, and they have all the confidence in the world that he can carry the load as he did a week ago against College of the Canyons. Gets the carry here, and a pickup of 6 yards and a first down. McKelligan with the stop. And Woolsey will check out, and we'll see Jake Foy. Woolsey should see a majority of the carries, but there are a few other backs in the equation for Santa Barbara as they spread out with 4 receivers on a 1st and 10 from the 45. Doherty completes over the middle, short gain, finding Meehan. So Jackson Meehan, the sophomore, out of Westlake Village. A 4-yard pick. McKelligan there quickly, leaving a 2nd down and 6. Pirates still a little banged up in the secondary, with Maliatufa again missing this week. But they're also getting some players back into the fold, particularly on the defensive line, where they've been somewhat depleted by injury. Foy straight ahead for a couple. Forsha, the first to get there, leaves a 3rd down once again. Santa Barbara on the season, converting 38% on 3rd down. The Pirates have really struggled defensively on 3rd down. Their opponents converting 56% on 3rd down, and that has certainly been a storyline for the Pirates over the first month of the season. An inability to get off the field on defense after forcing 3rd downs. Can they do it here with a 3rd and 4? Play action, and a short throw to Ryan Gillum will pick up the 1st down. Cale Reed with the stop, but the completion to Gillum moves the chains. Midway through the first quarter, Pirates with the 7-0 lead. But Santa Barbara looking to answer back, and they are in Pirate territory at the 41st and 10. Straight drop for Doherty, and the pass incomplete. Cale Reed was in the area. Riles Buckley, the intended target, leaves a 2nd down and 10. Blizzard had the coverage. Dual setbacks on 2nd and 10. Play action, deep drop. They're setting up the screen and running room. Good move at the 30 and still pushing the pile inside the 25-yard line. Finding Foy coming out of the backfield. Carter eventually on the stop, but watch here at the end. Foy continuing to move the pile. Play call very good against the Pirate blitz. Another 1st down for Santa Barbara. And back to the ground with Woolsey. Cuts it back at the 25, down to the 21, a 3-yard run. Albanez on the stop. 2nd down and 7. Here comes Foy again, along with Riles Buckley. Woolsey and Foy flanking Doherty on a 2nd and 7. Foy straight ahead, lowers the shoulder. He's down to the 16. Benjamin Hall with the stop. The 5-yard gain leaves a 3rd down and 2, and already on this drive, Santa Barbara 2 of 2 on 3rd down. Facing another one here. Third and 2. Receivers left and right for Doherty. 4-man rush. Doherty has time and throws behind his intended target. He was looking for Caden Chan, but the pass offline, and the Pirate defense does hold in the red zone. Doherty coming in, completing 42% of his passes on the season, but he hit 4 of his first 5 before misfiring there, looking for Chan on the 3rd and 2. It'll bring on Hunter Simmons. He's 2 of 3 on the season with a long of 42. Snap placement down, the kick away, and no good. Wide right. So the Pirate defense gets the hold, and they keep Santa Barbara scoreless as Simmons unable to hit. Take a look from behind, and this one just right. Can't slip it back in. And the Pirates maintain the 7-0 lead with 5:32 remaining here in the first quarter. Receivers wide left and right on 1st and 10. Play action. Pump fake and a throw over the middle and a completion. Looks like Pacheco on the reception. And that's Tiandre Newcomb. 15, not 16, but Newcomb, who came on late with a couple of catches in the win against Allen Hancock. An immediate 1st down. Pass complete out to the 38. Finding Drew Lopez, Tyrone McCoy moving up for the stop. It's a pickup of 6 for Lopez as Irvin continues to spread it around here in this first quarter. 2nd down and 4. Thompson in the backfield, and Thompson gets the call. With a head of steam, he takes a big hit after a gain of about 3.
No, I'm all right.
That was Will Smith with the hit. We'll take a look at that momentarily, but right now the Pirates facing a big 3rd and 1. And they'll go back to Thompson, sweeping to the left, has the 1st down, forced out of bounds. Does manage to get into Santa Barbara territory at the 48 that time, following the New Mexico bounce back. Donald Dixon to the 48, another Pirate 1st down, and let's take you back to the hard running by Thompson. And watch here. And okay, I thought it was Smith, but actually that was not Smith who first delivered the hit and knocked Thompson back. And boy, one thing that Thompson has shown early in this season is he is tough. He has taken some big hits out there and just kept going. Incompletion on 1st down for Irvin leaves a 2nd and 10 from the Santa Barbara 48. Under 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Irvin looking deep once again on the right side. Has a man wide open. This is going to be another Pirate touchdown. Drew Lopez will walk it in. Well, this might have been a breakdown in coverage. We're going to look at it from a couple of angles. And you wonder there, Lopez getting a little talking to from the ref. And yeah, there was a little pointed about the way that Lopez took it in there. Taking his time with Joseph Olson closing in. And we will get to the extra point here, and then we'll take a couple of looks at the play as Pimentel will come on to try and tack on the extra point. Irvin picking up right where he left off a week ago. And let's watch here again as Irvin again gets great protection. Pirate quarterbacks have only been sacked 1 time this season. through 4 games. And there you see Lopez, who knows he's got a little time, a little bump from Olsen, but let's just say that Drew Lopez didn't exactly break his neck getting into the end zone here. He knows he's got it, and I guess maybe just savoring the moment. As Olsen with the touchdown reception. And for Lopez, that was 48 yards. And it gives the Pirates the 14-0 lead. Excuse me, that was for Lopez his first touchdown reception on the season. And 2 big plays here in this first quarter. Both working the right side. Going against the left side of that Santa Barbara defense. First, it was Woodworth with a 47-yard reception setting up the eventual touchdown for Caleb Alvary, and then Lopez does it all himself. 48 yards for the touchdown, and the Pirates with the 14-0 lead. Irvin now 135 yards through the air and a couple of touchdowns. And for Irvin over the first few weeks, he did throw 3 interceptions. So he had 3 interceptions in his first 33 attempts. He's now gone 50 attempts without an interception, throwing 6 touchdowns. So Chris Irvin starting to dial in. And you wonder what will be the path moving forward with Chris Irvin, caution flammable right now. Not a whole lot of room for Daniel Duran to see a lot of the field. And Duran has played well over the first few weeks of the season as well, with 5 touchdowns against just 1 interception. But Irvin has really stepped up, and they rode the hot hand a week ago. And there is little reason to go away from Irvin, certainly early in this one. Obviously, if it continues in this direction and the Pirates can really take command, we'll certainly see Duran before it's over here tonight. Of course, a long way to go. We're late in the first quarter. Doherty on the designed roll. That one picked off the turf by Chan. To the 35, brings up a 3rd and 4 and a big 3rd down early for Santa Barbara. They're already down a couple of scores, and they do not want to give this football right back to Chris Irvin and this Pirate offense. And again, our apologies, we don't have the play clock here tonight. There is an issue here at the Sportsplex, so they're keeping the play clock down on the field. And we'll do our best to keep you advised of the situation, but won't have the play clock available on our scoreboard. Lobbed and caught by Chan, who's behind the defense. Eventually brought down by Wesley, but this is a terrific throw and catch as they go back to Chan, who's been a big target early. And we'll watch here. And this time, it's the Vaquero offensive line giving Doherty time to throw. And you see Chan getting behind Wesley. And Wesley does recover to make the stop, but the Vaqueros are back in the red zone. First down carry. Hamilton on the stop after a gain of 3. So a 2nd down and 7. Starting to say Doherty, over the first month of the season, completing 42% of his passes, but he's 6 of 8 so far tonight. And the Pirates, partly due to rotating a lot of bodies in that secondary, have struggled early this season defending the pass. Big hole on the left side. The Vaqueros are on the board as Foy will take it in from 13 yards out. This is a tremendous job on the left side of that offensive line. Darian Parker, Dominic De Los Rios with a great push and a big hole as Foy goes nearly untouched. Let's watch one more time. Parker, De Los Rios, and Foy. takes it in from 13 yards out, and Santa Barbara answers back 14-7, 1:15 to go in the opening quarter. Pirates on top by 7 on the VC Sports Network. Pirates back deep, and they will have to answer back. Well, the big third down pickup on the opening series in that drive, so key. Santa Barbara able to continue that drive. They get the big play to Chan, and then they cap it off with Foy taking it in from 13 yards out. Back within 7. And the Pirates with a relatively short return out to the 26. That's where they will get it going. Ami Cargo on the return. And the Pirates as a team averaging just 17 yards per kick return. And, of course, those that have followed the Pirates for any length of time know that they are often one of the most opportunistic teams in the 3C2A on special teams. They've had a number of really special returners over the last several years under head coach Steve Mushagian, and it's a little bit out of character for them not to get those big plays on the special teams, and we'll see as the season develops if they can turn that around. Irvin again looking deep, and the pass incomplete. That time the coverage better as he was looking for Newcomb. Mentioned Newcomb coming back a week ago, and a couple of catches in the late stages helping the Pirates in that comeback. James in the flat, able to slip out of one tackle, but Stokes there with a hit at the 31, a gain of 5, and now it's the Pirates facing a big third down. Well, they certainly had it going all their way in the early going, opening up a 14-0 lead, but the Vaqueros answered back, and now you don't want to give it back if you're the Pirates. So a big third down. Irvin again airs it out, and it's incomplete, but there's the flag. Looked like McCoy back in coverage. And let's watch here. And yeah, the intended target, Nassim Pacheco, and he had gotten a step on McCoy. So the 15 yards will give the Pirates a first down. And should move it to the 41. Wait, no, the 46. They were at the 26 and had picked up 5 yards. So 31 seconds remaining in the opening quarter, and the Pirates get a big first down via the penalty. And the drive continues at their own 41. James on the right side finds a lane. He's into Santa Barbara territory. McCoy moving up for the stop. But a 5-yard run for Lamont James. James and Thompson a week ago combined for 217 yards on the ground. In the first 4 weeks, James and Thompson have been a dynamic duo with over 700 yards on the ground. Second down and 5. This will be the final play of the first quarter. James sweeping to the right side, gets the corner, tries to cut it back, brought down by McGee at the 34. That is the end of the first quarter. Through one, the Pirates leading it 14-7 and on the move. You're watching Pirate football on SoCalCollegeSports.com and the VC Sports Network. bring you back live. Pirates have it at the 34. Might be a free play. Irvin looking deep down the right side, and it's incomplete. Eli Aragon, who has had just a monster last 2 weeks. 9 receptions in each of the last 2 weeks. Combined 300 yards and 3 touchdowns over the last 2 weeks. He has solidified himself as option number 1. Still looking, does have a couple of catches here in the early going tonight. Meanwhile, there is a flag down, works against Santa Barbara. So the 5-yard penalty will make it 1st and 5. They'll move to the 29. And Irvin quickly brings the Pirates to the line. Screens it out. Bouncing off tacklers and down inside the 20. We have another flag down. The pass was complete to Josh Washington. The holding penalty will erase the positive yardage for Washington. So back-to-back penalties will leave a 1st and 15. So the Pirates facing a 1st and 15. Snap to Irvin. Blitz coming. Good protection. Irvin throws over the middle. Catch is made. Finding Pacheco. Do have another flag down. So all of a sudden, after a quick moving first quarter, as we watch Irvin working over the middle, Pacheco with the grab, brought down by Smith, but let's see what the call is. Right now, the ball is still resting at the 10. This one going to go against Santa Barbara. So the Pirates, actually, they can accept it. It will be tacked on to the end of the play, and the Pirates will move all the way down to the 5-yard line. Pirates looking to go back up 2 scores. Have it 1st and goal with James in the deep eye behind Irvin. They fake it to James, and Irvin going to take it in. That is tremendous execution on the read option. As the Pirates go back up 13 with the extra point pending, and let's see if we have that. It looks like have it down here on the main shot. Cruteau, leading tackler for Santa Barbara, following Lamont James to the right. You can't do it a whole lot better than that. Chris Irvin runs it in from 5 yards out. So Irvin now 2 touchdowns passing and a touchdown run. Extra point from Pimentel up and good. 14-17 to go here in the first half. The Pirates back up 21-7 on the VC Sports Network. Clemens and Chan back deep to receive the kick. The Pirates 3 drives so far tonight, 3 touchdowns. Taken at the 5 by Chan. Chan tries to cut it back, but tripped up at the 23. Pup Ina with the stop, and gotta believe that is relation to Poi Ina. who has a couple of sacks from his defensive end spot on the season. I mentioned that the Pirates have only allowed 1 sack on the year so far as they play here in their 5th game. But they've also struggled to generate much of a pass rush. They've only come up with 2 sacks themselves defensively. Doherty rolls to the right, throws and completes, finding Cam Green, the leading receiver for Santa Barbara. On the season, Green's first catch gives the Vaqueros a first down at the 35. They'll spot at the 36, and Green's still down. So they're going to take a look at Cam Green, give the Pirates a chance. To huddle up defensively, we'll take a brief injury timeout here on the VC Sports Network. Pirates up 21-7. Vaqueros with a 1st and 10 at the 36. They swing it out in the flat. Short gain. Smith with the reception. A gain of 3 leaves a 2nd down and 7. And the Pirates will take that. As Will Doherty looks over the Pirate defense, facing a 2nd and 7 from the 39. Dual setbacks. They keep it on the ground with Smith, who is hit immediately. And it looked like Gillespie getting into the backfield quickly. And was it Gillespie, or it could be Arianum? Romaldo Arianum. Let's look at this one more time and the penetration that the Pirates getting. Yeah, I think it's Gillespie and Arianum both getting back there quickly. A loss of a yard brings up a 3rd and 8, and early on, Santa Barbara 3 of 4 on 3rd down. This is another big 3rd down. Vaqueros just trying to stay with the Pirates right now. Blitz coming. Good protection. Doherty looking short, and it's dropped. Might have felt the footsteps coming. And it was big Anthony Albanez closing in. And Smith isn't going to pick up the first down there in all likelihood, even if he makes the catch, as Doherty forced to dump it short. And the Pirate defense gets a stop, and they'll get the ball back. And a chance to extend on the lead. Aragon back deep to receive the kick. This will come from Brandon Bowers. Short kick. Aragon going to let this one bounce, and it takes a Santa Barbara bounce down to the 31-yard line. Pirates will take over there. Thompson in the backfield with Urban. 1st and 10. Another good read option, and Urban with all kinds of running room. He's out to midfield, still on his feet, and dragged down at the 43. They'll spot at the 44. That's a 25-yard run. As you watch, Urban gets into the secondary and finally brought down. It was Terrence Beiser Coleman who finally tracked him down. Meanwhile, on 1st down, Aragon. Short reception. Takes it to the 40, where it'll be 2nd down and 6. Well, you got to be impressed with the way that Urban has been able to do it, both through the air and with his feet. Thompson with a big hole. He's into the secondary. Makes a move at the 25. Thompson, one man to beat. He's going to take it in for a touchdown. Jalen Thompson, 40 yards for the touchdown, and the Pirates continue to roll offensively. And Thompson does a lot of this himself, but once again, Lemus, a great kick out, opening up that hole. And then once Thompson gets into the secondary, it's a foot race with McGee. And Thompson going to win most of the time. It comes down to the feet as he goes 40 yards for a touchdown. The extra point is good, but there are flags down. 11:25 to go in the first half. And the Pirates have opened up a 28-7 lead. Let's keep it here for the call. We'll take you back one more time, see if we can watch Thompson at field level. And again, watch that right side, Julio Ray, Jacob Lemus. And Thompson into the secondary and a little cutback. It's an unsportsmanlike conduct call against Ventura, but also a personal foul called against Santa Barbara on the play as well. So offsetting penalties. And we will have the standard kickoff for the Pirates, who now lead it 28-7. Well, they went for almost 600 yards total offense last week, and they are well on their way here tonight. And again, it bears repeating if you look at the season so far for Santa Barbara. This is not a defense that has been unable to compete at all this season for Santa Barbara. Talked about the opening week loss to Fullerton. That was just 27-14. They win at home against Saddleback, 34-28. They roll past Orange Coast at Orange Coast, 48-14. So nobody has scored more than 28 points against Santa Barbara this season. And the Pirates are already there with 11:25 remaining in the first half. So this is out of character for the Santa Barbara defense so far this season. And they are having all kinds of difficulty slowing down this Pirate offense. High end-over-end kick taken by Chan at the 5. Out past the 20, ridden down at the 24. And that was Jake Thurux on the stop. 18-yard return. And we do have another flag down. So while we wait for that, I want to correct, I believe it was Javon Grandison on the stop. I will admit there's a little bit of guesswork there, as Pirates with two players that dress on 13, and we can't say for sure on special teams. In any event, they'll spot it at the 25. Well, they conference up. Pace has slowed somewhat, and not a lot of penalties in that first quarter, but now we're starting to see flags more routinely. And it looks like we're ready to go, and look like they picked up the flag. So it'll be from the 25, and we will see a new quarterback for Santa Barbara. It's Smith. Quick completion to Meehan. Sean Smith, the sophomore out of Livermore, finds Meehan with his first throw. Smith, limited action so far this season, just 6 of 8 for 42 yards. We do have a flag down once again after the 9-yard catch by Meehan. It's over on the far side of the field. And again, Bob Yoakum with the call.
Block below the waist. Point white.
So a block below the waist. This will go against Santa Barbara. And instead of the 9-yard pickup, they will back up on first down. They move it back to the 15-yard line. First and 20. Sean Smith, slated to be the starter this year, but an injury in the spring has hampered him as the season has gotten underway. Woolsey out to the 21, a 6-yard run. Leaves a 2nd and 14. But Smith getting healthy and figures to see more action as the season goes. Again, just 8 attempts on the season so far coming into tonight. But a little different look than Will Doherty, who stands 6'5". Smith at 5'11". So the Pirates will look to make the adjustment here on a 2nd and 14, 4-man rush. Short throw is complete. Woolsey out of the backfield out to the 24, a gain of 3. Will leave a 3rd down and 11. And you better believe the Pirates would love to get off the field here. Quick 3 and out. The way they've got it going offensively. I want to correct it. I believe I said 3rd and 11, but should be a 3rd and 6. They'll move Woolsey to the right. Blitz coming, good protection. Back shoulder throw, looking for Meehan, who makes the catch at the 38-yard line. That will move the chains. Wesley had the coverage. Smith with the completion. Santa Barbara converts again on 3rd down. Keeps the drive alive. Fresh set of downs. Jake Foy, who has the touchdown run for the lone Santa Barbara touchdown, back in the backfield, breaks a tackle in the backfield, and Foy finds a little lane. Into the Pirate secondary before he is brought down by Isaiah Garcia. And the Pirates nearly snuffed this out for negative yardage. Watch here. Coming through there, that was Larry Avila, who had a chance but couldn't wrap up Foy. And eventually, Garcia and McKelligan get there for the stop. Back to Foy. Off tackle on the right side. Foy moving his feet to the Pirate 44. 7-yard run. Good running for Jake Foy. Leaves a 2nd down and 3. Well, certainly if you're Santa Barbara, you've got a lot of time midway through the 2nd quarter in this one. The more pressing question, if you're the Vaqueros, is how do you slow down the Pirate offense? 4 for 4. 4 drives, 4 touchdowns. They overload the left side. Screen out looking for Woolsey. Woolsey looking for a block, has the first down. Down to the 37. McKelligan there for the stop with a little help from Elijah Hamilton. 7-yard pickup, moves the chains once again. It's a nice answer from Santa Barbara. After the Pirates answered back with a couple of scores following the Santa Barbara touchdown to open up the 21-point lead. Woolsey on the screen. Picks up a block, and he is ridden out of bounds short of the 30. Benjamin Hall with the hit. It's a pickup of 6. Call it 7, as they'll give Woolsey a pretty good spot down to the 30. 2nd down and 3. We wind under 7 minutes to go. And Foy remains in the backfield. And again, Santa Barbara sends all 3 receivers to the left for this 2nd and 3 play. Pirates showing blitz. Here they come. Foy on the carry, runs into a wall. This is a great job by the Pirates up front. Gillespie leading the charge along with Frank Washington and brings up a big 3rd and 3. And watch here again as Foy gives to Foy, but a wall of Pirates waiting. And it leaves a 3rd and 3. Three wide receivers to the left. Chan solo to the right. Smith looking left, throws and completes, finding Buckley. Riles Buckley with the reception down to the 20. Benjamin Hall with the tackle. And Smith keeping his throws short. He's 4 of 4 for 31 yards. But he is moving his team down the field. And they are into the red zone with a 1st and 10. Again, the screen looking for Foy, underthrown, and it's a 2nd and 10. Jalen Blizzard had the coverage. It's a 2nd down and 10, the first incompletion for Smith. Santa Barbara has struggled somewhat in the red zone, scoring just 63% of the time through the first 4 weeks. The throw from Smith is picked off. Pirates force the turnover. Wesley down the near side. Smith zooms in on Chan on the right side. And let's watch here. Or is it Damari? It might be Damari Ward over there on the right, locked up with Wesley. And we'll watch here. Yeah, he's looking for Ward and Wesley, reading it all the way. And we'll get one more look as the Pirate offense comes on. And let's watch down more from field level. And keep an eye on Smith here as really locks in on Ward and Wesley, a veteran at that corner position. And he's stepping in front, anticipating that pass. And it's a great job by Wesley as the Pirates force the turnover. They struggled on turnovers early this season, but last week forced a couple of turnovers in the win over Allen Hancock without committing any. And now they force another turnover here as James picks up an immediate first down. Irvin looking right, has a man wide open inside the 20. Tiandre Newcomb. And this looked like a blown coverage. We'll take it down here. Yeah, Newcomb working against that zone coverage. Picks up 32 yards. The Pirates right back in the red zone. James on the ground, slips out of a tackle, makes a move at the 15. James still on his feet inside the 10. This is a great individual effort from Lamont James, and the Pirates are moving so fast. I'd love to take another look at that run by James, who was surrounded in the backfield, but doesn't give up on the play, and instead picks up the first down. The Pirates have it 1st and goal. Winding down toward 4 minutes. James cuts it back, dragging tacklers. James in for the touchdown. Lamont James with a touchdown run. The Pirates now with 3 rushing touchdowns here in the first half. 1 for Thompson, 1 for Irvin, and now 1 for James. And see if we can look back at both of those runs, because James does an awful lot of good work himself. And let's take you down here. And first watch here, and James in some trouble. Initial hole closed down. Will Smith is there, but James able to make something out of nothing. And then take you right in to the next play as Pimentel puts the extra point through, and the cutback, but the broken tackle at about the 3-yard line. Looked like Hessler might have had a shot, but James, not easy to bring down, and the Pirates quickly down the field and in, and now lead at 35-7. 352 yards total offense here in the first half on 5 drives. And the Pirates, I think it's safe to say, with that fourth quarter up in Santa Maria and here tonight, have got it going offensively. Leading at 35-7. Chan trying to bounce it to the outside, taken out of bounds to the 27-yard line. I'm going to watch one more time here, James, down at field level. And again, this play pretty well diagnosed initially. And James, not much of a hole there, but then able to bounce it back and takes it in. James now 54 yards and a touchdown here in the first half. 21 unanswered for the Pirates, and a 35-7 lead. And they will go back to Will Doherty. So Smith comes in for a drive, moves the Vaqueros down, but then Vaqueros cough it up on the interception by Wesley. Hard throw over the middle and complete. Big hit. Brosterhouse with the catch. And that was a big hit by Elijah Hamilton. Let's take a look at Brosterhouse going over the middle. And this is a tremendous job in traffic to make this catch, take the hit, and hold on to the football. Bring you back live on the ground. It's Foy out to the 43. 5-yard run leaves a 2nd down and 5. Santa Barbara with all 3 timeouts. Clock moving, 3:08 and counting remaining in the first half. And Santa Barbara certainly with plenty of time. But if they are going to try to find their way back into this game, going to need to get it going right away. Now down 28 points. Looking for Foy, and it's incomplete. McKelligan in the area. It's a 3rd down and 5 for the Vaqueros, who are 5 of 7 on 3rd down. Well, the Pirates, for their part, also all 3 timeouts. So if they can force a punt here, you know they will be looking to tack on some points before the half. 3rd and 5. Blitz coming. Good protection for Doherty. Finds Woolsey, and Woolsey with the second effort gets the first down. Jalen Blizzard with the tackle, but they'll spot it at the 49 of Santa Barbara, where it'll be 1st and 10. 2:30 and counting, but again, Santa Barbara all 3 timeouts. Nice job once again converting on 3rd down. 4-man rush. Doherty, good pocket, guns it over the middle, but behind his intended target. He was looking for Jackson Meehan. 2nd down and 10. Four wide receiver set on 2nd and 10. Doherty Throws and completes. Short gain into Pirate territory at the 46 as he finds his tight end, Ryan. Check that. Going back to Brosterhouse. So Cole Brosterhouse, freshman out of Klamath Hills, Oregon. And a 5-yard pickup leaves a 3rd down and 5 and a chance again for the Pirates to stop this drive. Snap to Doherty. Blitz coming. Doherty hit as he throws. It hangs in the air and it's incomplete. And that time, the Pirate blitz does get there and disrupt that play. There were some extracurriculars, but I'm not seeing a flag down. The punting unit is coming on. Let's watch here and watch again the Pirate blitz coming. It looks like Forsha and McKelligan both coming on the blitz, and it's Forsha who gets there. And Doherty hit as he throws. And that'll bring on the punting unit. Pirates will get it back. 1:33 remaining in the first half. Takes a Pirate bounce. They'll start from the 20 with 1:26 remaining. One more time. Let's take you down at field level. And again, Forsha comes in unblocked. And the Vaqueros catch a little bit of a break as that ball hung in the air, that it wasn't picked off. Well, Irvin once again has gone the route. At the quarterback spot. Gives it to Thompson, who's trying to reverse field. Thompson still on his feet. Thompson at the 30, looking for a block. And tripped up at the 38-yard line. What an effort by Jalen Thompson. Cruteau on the stop, but had to chase him down. Matt Cruteau, the leading tackler. 18-yard pickup for Thompson. We do have a player down, so they stop the clock with 1:16 remaining in the first half. And again, watch Thompson. This is pretty well bottled up, but Thompson, much like James, able to extend the play, find some running room, pick up 18 yards. Injury timeout here from the VC Sportsplex. Pirates on top 35-7. You're watching Ventura College Football on the VC Sports Network. First and 10 from the 38 for the Pirates. Play action, Irvin under pressure, rainbows the near side. Nearly picked off. Or was it? It was. Terrence Beiser Coleman. Let's watch this one more time as Coleman able to make the interception and get his feet down. Pressure coming, and Irvin just trying to drop it in, and Coleman makes the interception, and a chance for Santa Barbara late in this first half. Doherty looking right, throws, completes to Chan. McKelligan quickly wraps him up at the 49. Six-yard pickup, I should say. Leaves a 2nd and 4. Doherty Good protection, but now it starts to break down. He's going to be sacked. Larry Avila gets the sack, and Santa Barbara going to have to burn a timeout. Let's watch here. It starts out with pretty good protection, but Doherty can't find a receiver, and eventually Avila does get there. Let's take you back to the interception by Coleman and see if we have this closer to field level. Oh, that's going to be Avila. Let's watch. See if we can get that one more time while timeout continues. And now this should give us a look here from field level, going back again to the interception for Terrence Coleman. Boy. Looked like he might have been heading out of bounds. Not entirely sure on that call. Might look at that one more time. We have a chance, but meanwhile, it is a 3rd down and 8 with 39 seconds remaining as we bring you back live. Throw and complete. Meehan picks up the 1st down and heads out of bounds at the 44. That'll move the chains. So that's a big play, as the Pirates fail to get the stop, and instead Santa Barbara continues to drive at the Pirate 44. Going to need a good 15 or 20 yards to get into field goal range. Again, Simmons with a long of 42. They're at the 44, so you got to figure about 20 yards. It's 29 seconds remaining here in the 1st half. It's a 2nd down and 10. Doherty going to throw, finds Woolsey. Woolsey with all kinds of room. Down to the 30 and ridden out of bounds at the 28. So Woolsey able to pick up 15 yards before Carter runs him out of bounds. But that's a big 15 yards, and he gets out of bounds. Now Santa Barbara has all 3 timeouts, so at this point, inbounds, out of bounds, really not any kind of an issue. Obviously, the Vaqueros able to stop the clock no matter where they are on the field. But nonetheless, they're at the 29. And again, Woolsey coming out of the backfield, cut down at the 23. Hamilton with the tackle. And now Santa Barbara will take a timeout. It'll be a 2nd down and 4. And we'll keep it here. 13 seconds remaining. So time enough probably for 2 plays. So is this a question of just one shot at the end zone? And you don't have to get into the end zone with the throw. Should a catch be made in the field of play and a tackle, again, Santa Barbara now actually does have 1 timeout, so we'll update the scoreboard. So still 1 timeout remaining, but they can stop the clock. Out of the backfield, it's Foy, and Foy stood up at the 20. And Santa Barbara will have to burn their final timeout. And you would expect to see a field goal attempt of 37 yards here on the final play of the 1st half. Wesley with the stop. And Hunter Simmons, who missed earlier in this first half, will come on. Busy first half for Doherty. 16 of 23 for 169 yards. No touchdowns, no interceptions. And the Pirates, some of the same struggles that we've seen through the first month of the season. Santa Barbara with 270 total yards here in the first half. They're 7 of 10 on third down. And those numbers, one would think, would be pretty troublesome if you're a Pirate fan, as the kick from Simmons is up and no good. So that'll bring the first half to a close, and let's watch the attempt here for Simmons, who again narrowly misses. But finishing the point about the Pirates as we watch the kick from Simmons, just right once again, a near mirror image of the first attempt for Simmons that also missed. The Pirates, again, allowing almost 300 yards of total offense, 70% conversion on third down, but just 7 points on the board. And you got to believe they'll take that with a 35-7 lead as we head to the break. You are watching Ventura College football on the VC Sports Network. Santa Barbara will have it first to start the third quarter. Trailing at 35-7, we are underway. Short kick taken at the 16-yard line. And running room, big return for the Vaqueros to set up the second half. So there is a flag down on the return, which was out near midfield. Donovan Harris with a good return, but will some of it come back? So it's a sideline warning against Ventura. So they'll start from the 46. No yardage will be assessed. And the Vaqueros will start the climb to try and get back into this one, trailing it by 28 as we begin the second half. Sean Smith returns at quarterback for Santa Barbara. And a first down handoff to Woolsey goes nowhere. Avila leading the charge, no gain on the play. Good penetration as Poi Aina and Avila quickly into the backfield. Woolsey does well just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Woolsey, after the big performance a week ago against College of the Canyons, a quiet first half, now just 20 yards on 5 carries. So the Pirates have done a pretty good job, once again, slowing down the run game of their opponent. Smith looking deep, tries to lob, and the catch is made. Brosterhouse lays out and makes the catch inside the 30. Excuse me, that was Buckley. Riles Buckley with the reception, and we will get a look at that one very quickly as he's brought down at the 30. Watch the touch here from Smith. Buckley in the slot working one-on-one. And this is a great throw and catch as Buckley, I don't know how they spotted it at the 30. Meanwhile, short run. Garcia on the stop after a 7-yard run by Woolsey. Brings up a second down and 3. So the Vaqueros come out of halftime and they're on the move with the big play to Buckley. A read option. Smith thought about throwing, and now he'll just take what he can get. Wesley with the stop, a gain of a couple of yards. Looks like they're going to spot it at the 20. This is very close to the first down, and he's got it. So he needed 3 yards, and he got 3 yards and about a foot. So another first down and a trip back into the red zone for Santa Barbara, where, again, they have struggled somewhat this season with a scoring average just over 60% in the red zone, and they have struggled so far tonight as well with a couple of missed field goals. That one bounced in front of his intended receiver for Chan. Second down and 10, and it does appear, I'm looking around, but not seeing a lot of Cameron Green, the leading receiver, who did leave with an injury in the first half, and he may be done for the evening, and that's another tough break for the Vaqueros to lose Cameron Green, who comes in with 16 receptions and an average of 20.6 yards per catch. So that is a big play dynamic that they lose with the injury to Green. Second down and 10 from the 20. Smith. Pop flies, looking for the end zone, and the flag is in there. Yeah. This is tough. We're going to watch this one again. Was that blizzard on the coverage? It'll be a 10-yard penalty, as it will be half the distance. Messiah Jones also in the area. And let's watch one more time here as Smith gets good protection. Yeah, this is Messiah Jones on the coverage, and he gets the hands up, but just doesn't get the head around as they were looking for Meehan. and they're going to move it down to the 5, so it's not going to be half the distance. They're going to assess the 15 yards. Let's take one more look as they will come up and get ready to play from the Pirate 5. And it's Jones working one-on-one, working against Mahan, and feels that pass coming, and I've got to believe that is a failure to really get his head around and find that football. Arms go up, quick throw at the goal line, and a touchdown for Santa Barbara. A flag is down. Damari Ward with the touchdown catch, but let's see what the flag is. It came in late, so this might also be after the result of the play. We'll keep it here, and then we'll go to the replay. But for the moment, Santa Barbara on the board here to start the third quarter. So it is a touchdown. So an unsportsmanlike conduct against Ventura will be assessed on the kickoff. Let's take you to the replay as this time Sean Smith leads Santa Barbara down the field and into the end zone. And Hamilton getting there too late as Damari Ward has a 5-yard touchdown reception. Extra point, no good. Let's watch here. The extra point. This is a tough game so far for young Hunter Simmons, who's now missed a couple of field goals and an extra point. And it's 35-13. Is that one off the upright and no good. So the Pirate lead is 22 as Santa Barbara does get the 6. After the good return, set them up in good field position. Donovan Harris with the return out to the 46, and Santa Barbara goes 54 yards in 2 minutes and 38 seconds, capped off by a touchdown pass from Smith to Ward. And it's 35-13. But now the Pirates will go back on offense, where they have been perfect so far tonight. Line drive kick, but short, taken at the 22. And the Pirates will have good field position themselves. I believe they said that penalty, the unsportsmanlike call, was against Ventura, but I am almost certain that they assessed that against Santa Barbara, so it might have been a mistake on the call itself, or a mistake on the placement, but I've got to put my money on the mistake was on the call and that was actually against Santa Barbara, because that kick did not come from near midfield, as you would expect after a personal foul call. Spinning out of tackles is Lamont James, finally brought down after a gain of 7 yards to the 48. And let's watch James here. I'm going to take you down field level, and James, couple of broken tackles, another one, but unable to sidestep. Meanwhile, back live and an incompletion on 2nd and 3. Looking for Washington, and a big 3rd down and 4 from the 48. McGee had the coverage on Washington. The Pirates, for their part, on 3rd down, 3 of 4 in the first half, and that'll tell you how efficient they were on offense, only facing 4 third downs. Delayed handoff. James breaks another tackle in the backfield. He's got the 1st down and more. He'll head out of bounds at the 40. Well, this has got to be frustrating if you're out there for the Vaqueros. Another shot at a Ventura runner in the backfield, and they just cannot wrap up James or Thompson. Watch here as it's Will Smith who's got his mitts on Lamont James, but can't wrap him up, and James out of the tackle and picks up a big 3rd down for the Pirates to continue this drive as they look to answer back after the Vaquero touchdown to start the 3rd quarter. Timeout on the field. Take a brief injury timeout on the VC Sports Network, but the Pirates leading at 35-13. Pirates have it 1st and 10 at the Vaquero 40. James remains in the backfield, 4 wide receivers for the Pirates. Irvin continues at quarterback. Some movement on the line, might be a free play. Irvin throws off the back foot on that far sideline. And what a catch. Aragon tiptoeing the sideline. It's an offside on Benji Rodriguez of Santa Barbara. That will be declined as Irvin throwing off the back foot and Aragon with a tremendous catch at the 20-yard line. Back live, wide open field for James, who's going to take it in for a touchdown. Lamont James with his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. And the right side of that offensive line, Lemus and Ray with a great push, and James had all kinds of open field. And let's take a look as the Pirates move quickly at the 20. James running right. And that just speaks for itself. And I mentioned Jacob Lemus earlier and Ray there, but that was Branson Lewis, also right tackle. And what a block. As Lewis really opens up the field for Lamont James. Let's go one more time and take a look. And they are just going to follow that right side, and there you see the kick out again from Lewis. And that is a gargantuan hole for Lamont James. Bring it down field level as James piles up the yardage. And he is into the secondary untouched. He's into the end zone untouched. Lamont James, 92 yards on the ground with a couple of touchdowns. And it's 42-13. And the Pirates having their way, especially on offense. It seems that the Vaqueros just can't seem to find a way to slow down this Pirate offense. Taken at the 4. Chan angling to his right and down the near sideline. Chan's out past the 40. That is near midfield. Big return for Chan out to the 48, and another relatively short field for Santa Barbara. Cole Wallace eventually with the stop for the Pirates. The 44-yard return will put the Vaqueros in very good field position as they come out with Smith again at the controls. David Smith in the backfield. He saw limited action in the first half. And he gets the call here up the middle. Picks his way forward and now out to the 45 of Ventura. That's a 7-yard run for Smith. Gillespie making the stop, and when your defensive tackles are making tackles 7 yards downfield, it's not a great sign. Good push by that front 5 for Santa Barbara. And on the right side, Joe Becerra, an all-conference tackle from a season ago, leads this offensive line. Another good hole for Smith, who lowers the shoulder, has the first down to the 39 before he's driven back by McKelligan. 5-yard run moves the chains. 1st and 10 for Santa Barbara at the 39. To have another player down. So Pirate player, is that Nolan Forsha? It looks like it is. But Forsha is up, and he will make it off the field on his own power. And Santa Barbara will go back to work at the Pirate 39. 1st and 10, busy night on SoCalCollegeSports.com. 4 games tonight. Of course, earlier today, we were at Golden West, and the Rustlers with another win at home. Topping Citrus 31-21. Citrus, a team that also moves up from the American Conference a season ago and is off to a good start, but that is a very tough assignment. Going to Golden West and going against that defense of longtime head coach Nick Mitchell. And the Owls even had the lead in the second half, but a couple of late touchdowns for Golden West in a 31-21 win. Meanwhile, first down carry goes nowhere. 2nd down and 10 for Santa Barbara. But right now we have simultaneous games going at College of the Canyons, at Saddleback College, and at Moore Park. And we'll check in on some scores from around the SCFA here in the second half as well. Smith on the carry, tiptoes the sideline down to the 27. That will move the chains, an 11-yard run for Smith. Woolsey back in the backfield for Santa Barbara. Well, the Pirates were definitely following the bend but don't break defensive blueprint for much of that first half, limiting Santa Barbara to 7 points. And with the big lead here, you can expect that they'll look to keep plays in front of them. Try and run the clock. Smith being harassed, and it's nearly intercepted. Boy, that was a real chance for the Pirates. Coming on the blitz, it was Messiah Jones. And watch here one more time, but this is a real chance, as it looks like Jones, coming on the corner blitz. And it was Wesley who almost had a shot at what would have been his second pick of the game, but can't come up with it. It's a 2nd down and 10. Meanwhile, the flag goes against Santa Barbara. Ineligible man downfield, so they'll move it back 5 yards. 2nd down and 15 from the 32 of Ventura. Smith sends 3 receivers to the left. Has Woolsey in the backfield. Looking left and throwing left. Ward makes the catch for about 5 yards, getting back to the original line of scrimmage. Blizzard on the stop. Brings up a 3rd and 10. First 3rd down faced by Santa Barbara here in the second half. They have been very good on 3rd down here tonight. 7 of 10. They want to screen it out to Woolsey. Woolsey slips a tackle at the 30. Woolsey still on his feet at the 15. 10-5 touchdown, Santa Barbara. Well, the Pirates have been focusing on tackling after some early season struggles defensively. And last week they brought the point total down against Allen Hancock, getting the 32-28 win, and have been able to slow down the Santa Barbara offense until that play for the most part tonight. But this is a missed opportunity for the Pirates. Let's bring you back here, and Woolsey just wins this battle one-on-one. And there is a missed tackle. And then Woolsey follows his blocks. That's a good job. Downfield blocking for Woolsey, who takes it in, but that's a play that's initially well diagnosed. Another missed extra point. And it's 42-19. Excuse me, I want to correct that. They lined up to go for two and missed. So it's 42-19. And let's see if we can watch one more time here down at field level. And again, Woolsey with a little move. And getting some blocks downfield. Buckley, Ward, Meehan holding their blocks as Woolsey takes it to the house, 42-19. Bowers has it teed up, taken at the 8. Out past the 25 and taken down at the 27-yard line. Cargo on the return. They'll spot it at the 28. We're midway through the third. And the Pirates on top, 42-19. Jalen Thompson in the backfield. Play action for Irvin, has a man wide open. Big gain again for the Pirates. A foot race to the pylon down the far sideline. All the way for a touchdown. They find Nasim Pacheco. Flags come in late. This will be after the play. So the Pirate touchdown should almost certainly count. McCoy giving chase along with Kerry Quasage. And they cannot catch Nasim Pacheco. And again, he was wide open initially. And then the foot speed, Pacheco does a good job staying in bounds on the push by Quasage. And Irvin finds Pacheco wide open, and Pacheco goes the rest of the way, 72 yards for a touchdown. With that completion, Irvin now at 300 yards passing for the second consecutive week. And the Pirates waste no time, one play to answer back, and they lead it 49-19. Yeah, we caught this just a little bit late, but again, wide open in that Santa Barbara secondary. And a couple of times tonight, it would appear that the Vaqueros have lost Pirate receivers. And Pacheco was several yards clear. And the way that Irvin is throwing the football right now, you certainly don't want to give him that kind of easy pitch and catch. But Pacheco all alone. Pacheco now with 96 yards on 2 catches. And most of that coming on the 72-yard touchdown reception. Pirates back up 30. Short kick after the penalty is assessed. It was a personal foul going against Ventura after the play. So that kick came from the 20-yard line, and Santa Barbara will start once again with good field position, albeit on their third drive here of the third quarter. This is actually the worst field position they've had. Situation drips with irony. Nonetheless, starting at their own 36. It is good field position. And Will Doherty will return at quarterback, joined by David Smith in the backfield. So Doherty with Smith to his right will look to throw on first down and picked off. Big play. This is going to be a pick six for the Pirates. It's Jalen Blizzard, but hold everything. There is a flag down. Blizzard with a holding call. So Blizzard with the hold before the interception. And that will negate the pick six. And instead, it'll be 10 yards against Ventura. So the Vaqueros catch a break. And they go to the ground on first down. Smith with a 5-yard run gets to Pirate territory at the Pirate 49. Or it'll be second down and 5. Nate Washington with the stop. And it'll leave a second down and 5. Designed roll for Doherty. Hit as he throws, has a man on the near sideline, but out of bounds. Do have a flag down. This might be roughing the passer. He was looking for Leo Morangi. And Morangi couldn't get the feet down, but the personal foul is going to give Santa Barbara 15 yards and a first down. And that'll take it to the Pirate 34. So the Pirates hurting themselves with a couple of penalties on this drive. And Santa Barbara, with some help from the Pirate defense, are on the move. They'll overload the far side on 1st and 10. Foy trying to bounce it to his left, breaks a tackle. He's got the first down and more. Inside the 27. And we watch as this is a good job after contact. They had a shot at Foy. Washington unable to wrap him up, and Foy gets down to the 22, where it'll be 1st and 10. Straight up the middle with Foy again. 3-yard run brings up a second down and 7. Forsha with the tackle. So it's 2nd and 7. Under 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. And again, the Vaqueros will overload that short side as they go back to Foy. Foy bounces off a tackler, now finds running room. He's at the 10, dragged down inside the 5. Benjamin Hall eventually with the stop, but watch here once again as Foy initially stopped by Gillespie, but Gillespie can't get his hands on him, and instead Foy keeps his feet moving and eventually finds some running room, gets to the 4, where it'll be 1st and goal. And whistles before the snap. And Ventura going to take their first charge timeout with 5:12 remaining in the third. Pirates on top 49-19 on the VC Sports Network.
First and goal from the 4. Cameron Woolsey returns in the backfield. It's an offset I formation behind Sean Smith. Ward in motion. Looking for Ward on the fade, and it's incomplete. Second down and goal upcoming. Is this automatic 4-down territory? For the Vaqueros, trailing by 30 here in the third quarter. Second down and goal. They were working on Wesley, but the coverage was good. And it's a second and goal. Interesting to see Smith operating under center, and he will go under center once again here on second and goal from the 4. The pitch to Woolsey. Woolsey off tackle on the left side, hit and brought down. That is a tremendous job. Zane Carter with that play, well diagnosed. And let's watch here once again as it's third and goal from the 4. And there you see Carter delivering the big hit on Woolsey. Vaqueros moving slowly on a third and goal from the 3. Foy and Woolsey remain in the offset I. They go with a jumbo package. And now they're going to have to burn a timeout. Perhaps some confusion in that package with Bryce Taylor Gonzalez and Joe Becerra swapping positions, and Sean Smith elects to take the timeout, with the Vaqueros facing a third and goal from the Pirate 3 when we return on the VC Sports Network. Third and goal. And now some movement, and the flags come in. Is this going to go against Santa Barbara? And Bob Yoakum with the call, and it's a false start. And again, there was some trouble with Gonzalez lining up in the backfield. And the confusion leads to the false start. And now it's third and goal from the 8. Six penalties now for 55 yards for Santa Barbara in this one. And that was certainly poor timing. Third and goal from the 3. Now it's third and goal from the 8. Vaqueros still at 70% conversions on third down. Smith under pressure, just has to heave for the back of the end zone. Tipped and incomplete. Boy, that was almost as tough a break as you can have. They were looking for Leo Marangi, and let's watch here one more time as they have him in all kinds of trouble. And it's only the fact that Marangi was just standing on the end line, because he makes the catch. Watch here as it's off there, but he's, a good foot out of bounds. And the Vaqueros are going to line up to go for it on fourth and goal from the 8. Snap to Smith. Swings it out in the flat. Woolsey hit at the 5 and brought down. The Pirate defense with the stand inside their own 5. They're going to turn the Vaqueros away and maintain the 49-19 lead. And Smith, I think initially, is looking into the end zone, but then quickly settles on Woolsey, and just no chance for Woolsey. Saw Woolsey moments ago, I should say earlier in this third quarter, on a similar play call able to break a tackle and then take it for a 27-yard touchdown. But that time the Pirate defense up to the challenge. First down carry, good running room once again. Out to the 16-yard line. Let's take you back field level. And this time the Pirates more sure tackling. And a couple get there, led by Elijah Hamilton. Spencer McKelligan, who has been very active tonight, combining on the stop. And the Pirate defense with the hold. Thompson in some trouble in the backfield. Not much doing. It'll be second and long. And the Pirates getting to the point where now they'll be thinking about moving the football and possibly running some clock as we move to the latter stages of this third quarter, and the Pirates with a 49-19 lead. Pirates back on the road after a bye week next week for both these teams. Duran, meanwhile, in at quarterback, completes the pass for a first down. Finds Thompson out of the backfield. A little jawing, and now the flags come in. And Thompson got up upset after the Duran completion. Matt Cruto with the stop. Let's see what the call is as Thompson makes the catch. And honestly, I'm not sure what Jalen Thompson is so hot about there. Obviously, a completely clean hit from Cruto, but it looked like possibly, and it's hard to tell certainly from as far away as we are, that maybe Cruto had some words for him at the end of the play, because Thompson hopped up and definitely had something on his mind. But it's hard to imagine that it really centered around the hit from Cruto that looked pretty clean. But maybe there were some words after the play, and it's going to cost the Pirates 15 yards. Thompson running on the right side, or I should say Lamont James, for a gain of a yard. Second down and 9, and you can certainly understand emotions running high, but this is the kind of thing that no doubt drives coaches crazy. You got the first down, you got the big lead, you got a fresh set of downs, you're looking at running some clock, and one of your young players gets up and just lets their emotions get the better of them. And it's 15 yards, and you're backed up and now nearly picked off. Boy, oh boy, what a golden opportunity. Cruto would love to have that back. Ill-advised throw from Duran. Well, let's see if we can get this down closer to field level and watch Cruto, and Duran never sees him. Yeah, dropping back in coverage in front of Pacheco and nearly had the pick. Third down and 9. Deep drop for Duran. Pop flies the far side, incomplete, but there are the flags. Well, if this is a hold or interference, it won't really matter. It should be an automatic first down either way. As Duran. There was also movement on the line. I'm not sure. This may be at the line, as that was DeQuan McLennan on the coverage, and I didn't see a whole lot there. But the flags are down in the defensive backfield as well. So let's get the call from Bob Yoakum. We'll take you back one more time. No call on the movement up front. And maybe a little push in the back from McLennan. That was pretty well shielded from that angle, but nothing glaringly obvious on that one, but it could be a little shove. Flags come in from every angle. Duran guns on the near side, and it's incomplete. Second down and 10. So for Duran, his first action since week 3, and the loss to Cerritos here at home. Gets the call after Chris Irvin was sensational. Again, 14 of 19 for 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, and interception. Irvin also chips in with 25 yards on the ground and a rushing touchdown. leading the Pirates to 49 points. James breaks a tackle in the backfield once again, breaks another tackle, but he's tripped up. Out past the 40 to the 41, 6-yard run for Lamont James. Brings up a much more manageable 3rd down and 4 for the Pirates, who are 5 of 6 on 3rd down tonight. Delayed handoff. James bounces off a tackle, has the first down. James into the secondary, down at the 45 of Santa Barbara as we're under 2 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. With that run, James now at 99 yards. Well, let's wait and see if the stats update. I think James might have gone over 100 yards there. It's a 14-yard run. Jalen Thompson also with 93 yards on the ground, so the dynamic duo continue to do it in the Pirate backfield. Not much doing. Rodriguez swallows up James. No gain on the play. Gonna bring up a 2nd down and 10. And yeah, Lamont James at 113 yards, Thompson at 93. So the Pirates with a golden opportunity to send a couple of backs over 100 yards in this one. Facing a 2nd and 10. Duran has the snap, 4-man rush. Has time, looking deep over the middle, overshoots his target. Well, that was a pretty good opportunity as Matthew Carpentiero appeared to have inside position on that post pattern, but Duran too strong with his throw. It was Matthew Carpentiero. That was a new name for me, so we'll get used to it. Sorry, Matthew. Thompson on the screen, looking for a block, and he gets it. And Jalen Thompson appears to have enough for the first down. Now a very late flag comes in again. You would expect that this centers around some extracurriculars. This is a good play call as the blitz comes, and they set up Thompson. You see Julio Ray getting downfield with a good block. It's an unsportsmanlike conduct call against Ventura, and I believe it was Eli Aragon. And it came in the secondary again, and there's a fair amount of jawing going on here, clearly, between these two teams. And emotions are running high. Under a minute to go, but this is going to back the Pirates up once again, back to their own 49 after Thompson had picked up the first down. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the Santa Barbara 49. Well, this is one way to lengthen a drive. Screen pass to the near side. Couple of big moves at the 40 and now down to the 35. Going back to Drew Lopez. How about Lopez here? Right here. Well, he makes about 4 people miss there before finally Quasige moves over to make the stop. Final play of the 3rd quarter is the first down reception by Lopez. The Pirates have it at the Santa Barbara 39 when we return for the 4th quarter. Ventura on top 49-19 on the VC Sports Network. Lopez gets to the 35 of Santa Barbara, and that's where the Pirates will go back to work on this lengthy drive. Some of it due to their ball control offense, and some of it due to the Pirates backing themselves up with a couple of penalties. Thompson hit in the backfield. Will Smith coming off the edge limits Thompson to no gain. 2nd down and 10. 3 wide receivers to the right. Duran, good protection, rainbows the near side. And the pass incomplete, and another flag coming in. Looking for Washington, and well, this goes back to a similar play we saw in the first half. I want to say it was Messiah Jones, and the throw from Duran comes here, and McGee on the coverage, and doesn't look like he gets his head around. Let's see, we'll look at this play from up top, and McGee one-on-one against Washington, and McGee, a freshman who's seen significant time and is really impressed his coaching staff at Santa Barbara. And Coach Maripolis talking about McGee and says they've been impressed not only with his play, but with the work ethic and his demeanor. Says he's just a quiet young man who comes in and works hard and gets himself ready to play, and he has earned his time on the field. But he hurts his defense there, picking up the pass interference call, working against Washington. And again, similar to that play with Messiah Jones in the first half, it looked like McGee just not able to get his head turned around. And the contact brings the flag and 15 yards. Pirates now into the red zone. Thompson bounces it to the outside, now tries to cut it back, has the first down inside the 5. Quasige on the stop, but not before Thompson gets down to the 6-yard line where it'll be 1st and goal. The Pirates this season in the red zone, scoring at 75%, 55% touchdowns. Those numbers not exactly where they typically are for the Pirates. Hard running down to the 1. There is a flag down. And we'll await the resolution on the flag. I want to say that was Murphy on the carry. And the Pirates going to back themselves up with a chop block. So the 15 yards will take it back to the 20. As indeed Jake Murphy has checked in. With that first down carry, Thompson now 101 yards on 10 carries. So both James and Thompson over 100 yards in this one. Duran looking right, throwing into the end zone, looking for Carpentario. Flags are down, and he was out of bounds. Let's see what the call is as Carpentario almost comes back to make a tremendous play. The pass interference call will erase the chop block call and get the Pirates back to the 5-yard line. And yeah, there's a little push there. Pretty straightforward call as Carpentario almost made it a moot point as Terrence Beiser-Coleman with the push will give the Pirates 15 yards, but that was a tremendous job by Carpentario to stay with that play. Came down with the football but couldn't get his feet down. Either way, the Pirates back to a 1st and goal at the 5. And an opportunity now to tack on another touchdown. 1st and goal from the 5. Murphy to Duran's right. It is Murphy. Bounces off a tackle and in for the touchdown. Good hard running from Murphy. Let's watch here. And first, we'll see if we can get it from field level. So Murphy takes advantage of his first carry, first official carry, And he's hit at the line, but the second effort gets him in. And watch again here as this is designed to go to the left side. And Murphy not to be denied. Pimentel tacks on another extra point. 56-19, 13:03 remaining in the ball game. It's Pirate football on the VC Sports Network. So Carter will tee it up. And whether it's Duran or Irvin or James or Thompson or throwing the football or running the football or even overcoming penalties, the Pirates cannot seem to be stopped tonight. Meanwhile, another big return down the far sideline and great field position once again. Clemens with a big return will give the Vaqueros another short field. And something certainly for the Pirates to work on when they return in 12 days, as they will travel to Moore Park to take on the Raiders. A Thursday night game. We'll have it for you on SoCal College Sports. .com. It won't be on the VC Sports Network, but Emery Johnson and the SoCal College Sports crew will be there, so you can catch all the action on our website, www.socalcollegesports.com, or you can search our YouTube channel, SoCal College Sports 1. There you can find all of our games, as well, of course, as all of our archive broadcasts as well. First down carry for a yard. Second down and 9. It is a final from Moore Park. Allen Hancock bounces back after the heartbreaking loss last week to Ventura with a 17-10 win at Moore Park. Canyons moves to 2-0 in conference play, topping Antelope Valley 29-7. That one also a final. So we've got the long game of the night. Poi Aina is going to get the sack. Third sack for Poi Aina. And watch Poi. Not to be denied here. Smith can't get away, and it ends up being a big loss. All the way back to the 46, where it will be third down and 24. Fullerton leading big at Southwestern, 59-7. Mount San Antonio leading big as well. Completion to the 48, 6-yard pickup. Griffiths with the reception. It's well short of first down yardage and facing a 4th and 17. The Vaqueros will send out the punting unit. That Mount Sac game 39-14 midway through the 4th. Riverside at last report leading at Mount San Jacinto 31-10 at the break. Long Beach on top of Cerritos 30-14, that at Long Beach. Taken inside the 5. So the Pirates will have a long field in front of them. at the 12-yard line after a 7-yard return. Aragon elects to field that punt at his own 5 rather than let it bounce. Does get it out to the 12. And that's where the Pirates will start their drive with 10:31 remaining in the ballgame. Last report from Saddleback late in the 3rd, and the Bobcats on top of San Diego Mesa 27-17. That one again on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Bakersfield and El Camino, 8:37 remaining in the 4th, all tied up at 24. That of some import for North fans. Huge hole. Murphy into the Vaquero secondary and brought down at the 37-yard line. I'll tell you, you got to like the way that Jake Murphy runs the ball. This is a great hole, but Murphy is a hard runner. There you see. Watch him lower the shoulder there. Oh, shades of Walter Payton. Not heading out of bounds. Looking for contact. How can you not like seeing that? But a lot of the work going to come back as the flag will go against the Pirates. So move them all the way back to the 15. Spot foul. And it will be 1st and 7. Update from Bakersfield and El Camino now on top 31-24 with just under 3 minutes remaining. East Los Angeles winning big over Orange Coast 44-7. Pirates looking to go 2-0 in conference play. Canyon's already there by virtue of their win over Antelope Valley, excuse me. That one batted down at the line. Brings up a 2nd down and 10. So that Bakersfield El Camino score is certainly one to keep an eye on. Both Bakersfield and El Camino 1-0 early in the conference schedule. So the winner of that one will move to 2-0, and presumably the Pirates should finish this one off and move to 2-0. So a couple of yards for Murphy leaves a 3rd down and 8 from the 29. Good protection for Duran. Completion out toward midfield, finding Carpentario. And this is great protection for Duran. And that's a terrific throw from Duran, but when you have that kind of protection, Duran can just step up and make that throw with confidence. Delivers a strike to Carpentario. Meanwhile, the Pirates still moving quickly offensively. 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves a 2nd down and 1. They fake to Murphy, quick throw to Carpentario. Carpentario picks up a block. He's got the 1st down and more flags are down. Look like Pacheco trying to throw a block, and is that where the flag is? We'll wait and see what the call is. Right now, the Pirates have a 1st down at the Santa Barbara 20-yard line. Okay, so they're going to pick up the flag. So the Pirates have it at the 20. On the move once again. They'll spread it out with 4 receivers. Duran looking left. Knocked down once again at the line. That's good active hands. Hayden McBride. That's good recognition from McBride, reading Duran. And gets his hands up in that passing lane, knocks it down. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Duran 8 of 12 for 111 yards.
replacing Irvin. So the Pirates now well over 600 yards. They're approaching 700 yards total offense. In fact, if they take it in here, they will go over 700 yards of total offense. 2nd and 10. Back to Murphy. Murphy with a good hole on the right side. He's got the first down as he slips out of the tackle from Quasige. 11-yard run for Murphy. And that's set up by Gabe Rivera, who's moved to right guard. Another good block from Branson Lewis, who's having a big game at right tackle. Talked about him earlier. And he has been outstanding, but Rivera, who normally plays the center spot, moves to right guard late in this one. And Rivera, versatile player on that offensive line for the Pirates. Does a good job there setting up Murphy on that 11-yard run. Gain of a yard on first down leaves 2nd and goal from the 9. Murphy running right again. Croteau quickly there. Gain of a yard. 3rd down and goal from just inside the 9. Let's see if they put the ball in Duran's hands here. Looking left on the slant. It is tipped and intercepted. And this could be a foot race. This may be a 6 going back the other way. That's DeQuan McLennan. And that return would be 100 yards. There are flags down on the play. So let's see. This is a tough break for the Pirates. And it is going to be a touchdown, as it's thrown a little bit behind his intended receiver. And McLennan wins the foot race, goes 101 yards for the touchdown, 6:37 remaining. Let's go back and watch it field level here. And yeah, Duran's pass is behind his intended receiver. And the tip ball ends up in the hands of DeQuan McLennan, who takes it all the way, and another missed extra point, this time off the right upright. What a house of horrors in the kicking game for Santa Barbara tonight. 4 missed kicks. Ultimately, it's not going to spell the difference on the scoreboard, but a tough night in the kicking game for Santa Barbara. And the score 56-25. Let's watch one more time. I want to say that was going back. Was that Pacheco or Newcomb, the intended receiver? But either way, nobody going to catch McLennan. And Santa Barbara makes it a little bit closer with 6:37 remaining. If you are starved for good news, if you're a Pirate fan, the Pirates do get the football and can run some more clock. 6:37 away from what would be their second win in a row and get them over 500 for the first time since week 1. Back to 3-2, and would also move them to 2-0 in conference. Should be an exciting Northern Division this year, with Canyons seeming to have right the ship as well. Off to a 2-0 start in conference, and then we will watch that El Camino Bakersfield score with both those teams figure to be in the equation as well. SCFA seems to get more crowded every year.
Long Beach closes out the win against Cerritos, 30-14. And it is a final from Bakersfield. El Camino travels to Bakersfield and gets the win, 31-24. Murphy dragging tacklers. He's out past the 35 to the 36. I'll tell you, the way the Pirate offensive line is playing and the way that the Pirates are running the football, wouldn't mind seeing a healthy dose of the running game to finish this one out. You got to believe the way the Pirates are winning the battle at the line of scrimmage that they can move the football without putting it in the air. To wit, a couple of carries and a first down. Immediately, Cole Wallace, this time with the carry. McBride with the stop. But the 6-yard run moves the chains. Under 6 to go. Back to Wallace on the counter. Lost a yard. 2nd down and 11. Philip Sanapati with the tackle. Brings up a 2nd and 11. Wallace will remain in the game. Zeke Savage still dealing with concussion symptoms off the game last week, so not available at the quarterback position, so Duran continues. Grant Hessler, haven't had much opportunity to call his name tonight. One of the leading tacklers and defensive leaders for this Santa Barbara squad, but the Pirates have done a good job of neutralizing Hessler for the most part tonight. But that's a loss of 1, and it brings up a 3rd down and 12. They'll keep it on the ground on 3rd down. And a gain of a couple. For Wallace. Brings up 4th down. Daquan McLennan, on the stop. So the Pirates content to just run as much clock as they can as they keep it on the ground for all 5 plays on that drive. They will let the clock run. This should take it under 4 minutes to go before they run a play. Carter on to kick it away. Good snap. Short kick from Carter. So not his best effort on the season. Carter had come in averaging just under 38 yards a punt for the season. But that is short kick. Out of bounds at the 35. So that a kick of just 22 yards for Zane Carter. And we'll see Will Doherty back on at quarterback for Santa Barbara. With David Smith in the backfield. Again, a bye week for pretty much everybody next week. And then back to action the weekend of the 14th, but the Pirates will return on Thursday night, October 12th. They will be at Moore Park. Take on the Raiders, and again, that is 7 o'clock start, but do double check on the schedules to make sure of that. But if memory serves, that's a 7 o'clock start, and we'll have it on SoCalCollegeSports.com. We hope you will join us then. Another throw for Doherty and another completion. Chaffis with the reception. Takes it to the Pirate 34, under 3 minutes. They'll spot it at the 32. Meanwhile, Santa Barbara back in action 2 weeks from tonight when they will travel to Lancaster to take on Antelope Valley. And they will look for what would be their first conference win against the Marauders. Looking for second down. .238. Both coaches with an opportunity to get some players some snaps. Late in this one with the issue no longer in doubt. The last pass was attempted for Aaron Shields. Doherty throwing over the middle and the pass dropped. That was intended for Carson Munch. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 from the with 2:33 remaining in the ball game. We'll return for our coverage on the VC Sports Network on October 20th. We'll have volleyball. Have volleyball coverage on both the 20th and the 27th. So back-to-back Friday nights. And we'll have Ventura College volleyball for you on the VC Sports Network. And, of course, the VC Sports Network, more than just our coverage here on SoCal College Sports, regular streams of a variety of sporting events. So we encourage you to check out the VC Sports Network to follow all Pirate athletics. But we'll be back on October 20th. And Pirate football will return on October 28th. Pass underneath, complete. Smith with the reception. Ledesma with the stop. Mentioned that we'll return on the VC Sports Network on October 28th when the Pirates will take on Bakersfield. The Renegades will make the trip down. And not hard to imagine that may be a game of tremendous import in the conference standings by that point in the season. We'll look forward to it. Play action and the pass incomplete. Looking for Brosterhouse on the double move, but the Pirates not fooled. 1:11 remaining in the ball game. And the Pirates trying one more time to keep the Vaqueros out of the end zone. Another incompletion. Wanted to go back to Shields. And it's a 3rd and 10. And but the only drama left here is how will the Pirates do on 3rd down? Santa Barbara in the second half, 0 of 3 on 3rd down. And again, the Pirates allowing their opponents to convert at just under 60% on the season on 3rd down. And it continues to be a relevant statistic moving forward. See how the Pirates do. And the throw incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down. It was Jake Thorax on the coverage. And now it's 4th down. And the Pirates will need to come up with a stop on 4th down. Santa Barbara 1 of 2 on 4th down tonight. And can the Pirates get to victory formation? They will move to 3-2 on the season and 2-0 in conference. Snap to Doherty, 4-man rush. Doherty incomplete. And the Pirate defense does hold. And now the Pirates can come out and finish it off in victory formation. So the Pirates in the final minute. Interesting that they're going to run a play. And running play to the right side. First down yardage, and this is somewhat unusual. Cargo on the carry, and one can only surmise that this is just an opportunity for some players that do not get to see the field to run some actual plays, as the game is well over and done with. But the Pirates, even in the final minute, are going to elect to try to run a couple of plays as Cargo brought down after a gain of about 5. Under 15 seconds now as the clock continues to move, and the Pirates certainly don't have to run another play, and they won't. Final score tonight, Ventura 56, Santa Barbara City College 25. The Pirates now 3-2 on the season. They move to 2-0 in conference. Santa Barbara drops to 2-3, 0-2 in conference play. That will wrap up our coverage here on the VC Sports Network. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. Have a good night.